All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Russell Westbrook has been extremely great for the Denver Nuggets, and I'm telling you guys, the Denver Nuggets are truly lucky that they picked him up this offseason, because what he's doing on this minimum contract is amazing. He's bringing them great success. They would not have this amount of wins this season if they didn't pick him up. I'm telling you guys, they lost a lot of pieces from their main core when they won the championship. They lost Bruce Brown, they lost KCP, and ever since they lost those players, I felt like Denver was lacking something. And when Westbrook came in, he showed me what they were lacking. Westbrook coming in just unlocked a new, different play style with the Denver Nuggets. Him and Jokic, they're both very great passers, although in different ways. I do love Jamal Murray, but he cannot hit the entry pass like how Russell Westbrook does. Again, man, he just unlocks a new play style for Denver, and I'm happy to see him flourish in this system. His name has been slandered for years, and it's great to see him do well. That's why I did not want him to go to the Lakers. I remember when he first got there, when I saw the news that Westbrook was going to LA, I was like, no, because you know what happens when the players go to the Lakers and the Lakers start losing games. Who gets the blame? All the other players. All of a sudden, they're not good anymore. They're washed up. Let's blame them. It's their fault why they're losing. But Westbrook has always been a great player, even though he's not peak prime 2017 Russell Westbrook anymore. But under the right circumstance, he can still be effective. The guy is a former MVP, for goodness sake. And what I like about Westbrook, even when he has a cold shooting game, he's still effective defensively. So many other players, when they're not having good shooting nights, they will be lackadaisical on the defensive end, and you will notice it. You will notice that they don't give any much effort playing on the defensive side of the ball if they're not getting touches or if they're not scoring. And that's just not Westbrook. That man, when he goes on the court, he's going to give his all. He's there to play basketball, man. I want to show this clip of Westbrook and Nikola Jokic. When I talk about their two-man game, they're really synced together. Look at this. And this is from yesterday. Beautiful entry pass to Jokic for him to score a tough and-one layup. Again, they are synced together. And look at that beautiful pass, beautiful entry pass. And if you look it up, Nikola Jokic was pushing for the Nuggets to get Russell Westbrook when they found out, he was a free agent and looking to go to a new team when he was leaving, when he decided to leave the Clippers. He was playing well for the Clippers, but I like this role for him on the Nuggets more. Imagine Westbrook finally winning a championship with this Nuggets team as an active contributor, not just some old washed up player who's getting carried by Jokic, a guy who's a true contributor, because you can make the argument and say that Westbrook has been the best guard for the Denver Nuggets this season. I know he's not up there in points per game for the team, but still, what he does for overall, his all-around game, is just amazing. And the Nuggets, they wouldn't be winning these much games without him. You can even say that Westbrook has been a better Bruce Brown for the Nuggets. He pushes the pace, he brings a ton of energy, and he just looks great next to Jokic. I feel like Jokic, this is the first player where Jokic is playing with someone who knows how to run the pick and roll at a high level, right? Again, they're just both great passers. That's why I said they just mesh well together, like peanut butter and jelly. You feel me? And when you look at the best lineup for the Nuggets, it's been when Westbrook has started for them. That's Denver's strongest defensive lineup. Him and Brown on the court is really strong on perimeter defense for Denver. So I like when he starts. And I want to show this stat. So Russell Westbrook, when he is starting for the Denver Nuggets, they are 15-5. That's a 75% win rate. And two of those losses came from really good teams without Jokic even playing in those games. And in those games without Jokic, Westbrook is averaging 20 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, shooting 48% from the field, 42% from 3 with a 58% true shooting percentage. Amazing. The guy, even at age 36, he still got that great first step, which is very explosive. He can apply rim pressure, break down the defense, and that's something the team really needed last season. And again, what I love about Russell Westbrook is the energy and the attitude he brings. And I feel like that's what these young players on the Nuggets really needed, especially last season when they lost to Minnesota. In that tough 7-game series, I felt like they were missing something. And again, they lost. They lost Bruce Brown, but still, I felt like that team, they were missing something. They were so close, and I really feel like it was definitely on the defensive end. And imagine if they had Westbrook last year, bro. I'm telling you, that game that series wouldn't have went to 7 games. Denver would have beat Minnesota in 6. I know Ant, great player, arguably the best shooting guard. He was cooking, and he looked red hot in last year postseason. And they had Cat, of course, last season. But I'm telling you, if Westbrook was there, that tough presence on the perimeter defensive end, man, Nuggets would have won that series. But yeah, Westbrook is playing great, man. I love what he's doing. I want to show another clip of him just playing great on-ball defense. And this is the stuff I'm talking about. And this is from yesterday's game as well. Look at that. Making it tough for Jimmy Butler to score. Look at that. Forcing him to take a tough shot. And look at Christian Brown again. Look what I just said. Him and Christian Brown on the defensive end. Their grit, their hustle. Things that wins championships. Right? Man. So, they're 4th in the West. And we have a lot of basketball left before postseason. The Cavaliers are just red hot. We see Celtics are 2nd place. And more than likely, I have Peyton Pritchard winning 6th man of the year. Most of the games he played this season, he came off the bench. So, he's definitely going to win it. But look at Russell Westbrook. He's in the top 5 in 6th man of the year odds. He's playing really well. But I want him to start for the Nuggets more, especially for the rest of the season. I love what he does for this team, bro. But yeah, you guys tell me your thoughts and opinions on Russell Westbrook. Again, I just love what he's doing, especially this season. Although I say he's a better version of Bruce Brown, I meant in terms of playmaking and defense. I know Bruce Brown was a good 3-point shooter for them, but what Westbrook brings on the defensive end and playmaking, his playmaking ability is just what the Nuggets were lacking, bro. A second playmaker and a real good defender. But yeah, you guys tell me your thoughts and opinions on Russell Westbrook. Do you agree with me? He's playing extremely well this season, and that the Nuggets are lucky that they got this real clutch steal. And what do you think the Nuggets are going to do in the postseason and just their team overall so far, right? Okay, again, tell me your thoughts and opinions. Till next video.